Learn how to use VoiceOver. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to use VoiceOver. Continue from where collections. Learn introductory VoiceOver interaction. Select the next item. VoiceOver automatically reads aloud the selected on-screen item, like text or a button. You can control which item is selected by moving the selection. To select the next on-screen item, swipe from left to right with one finger. Swipe one finger from left to right now to move to the next page. Continue. Select the previous item. You just practice the gesture to select the next item. To select the previous on-screen item, swipe from right to left with one finger. Swipe one finger from right to left now to move to the next page. Select the activate an item. Some items can be activated, which performs their default action. This is similar to clicking the mouse on the item or pressing a button to submit a form. To activate the selected item, tap the screen twice with one finger. Activate an item. Some items can be activated, which performs their default action. This is similar to clicking the mouse. Double tap. Practice navigating. Now, you'll practice the commands you just learned while navigating a practice page. All practice pages like this will have steps to complete, a practice area, and a continue button. When you complete a step, you'll hear a sound and VoiceOver will announce the next step. This is the first step. Swipe right to select the button labeled Practice. Practice. Button. Step completed. Now, double tap with one finger to activate the button. Step completed. Now, swipe right again to move to the Continue button. Step completed. Now, double tap with one finger to activate the Continue button. Continue. Touch to select and speak an item. Another way to select an item is to tap the screen. Wherever you touch or tap, VoiceOver will select and speak the item under your finger. You can tap around the screen or drag your finger to immediately select a different item. Continue. Button. Practice. Step completed. Now, starting near the middle of the screen, drag one finger downward slowly until you select the item labeled Apples. Swipe right to starting near the middle of the screen. Practice. Fruit salad. Fruit salad ingredients: pears, strawberry, grapes, apples, grapes. Step. Grapes. Golf. Fruit salad ingredients: fruits, strawberry, pear, apple. Continue. Scroll. In a scroll area, doing a scroll gesture will move to a screen or page in the direction you scroll. You can swipe with 3 fingers in any direction to complete the scroll gesture. Practice it now. Continue. Button. Practice. Page 1 of 2. Continue. System font. Practice. Continue. Pause VoiceOver speech. You can temporarily disable VoiceOver using the pause gesture. Repeating the gesture or moving selection to another item will restart speech. Tap once with 2 fingers. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Continue. Adjust the speaking rate. On this page, you'll use a slider to adjust VoiceOver's speaking rate, or how quickly or slowly it speaks. Swipe right to move to the practice area. Practice. Speaking rate is now 45. Adjustable. Step completed. Now, swipe down to decrease the slider value. This will make VoiceOver speak slower. Step completed. Now, Swipe up to increase the slider value. This will make VoiceOver speak faster. Step completed. Now, adjust the speaking rate until it is comfortable, then swipe right. Speaking rate is now 40. Speaking step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Speaking rate is 45. Continue to the next page if it is a comfortable speed. If it is not, go back to the slider to adjust it. Continue. VoiceOver Essentials completed. Great job! Now you've learned how to interact with on-screen items using VoiceOver. In the next collection, you'll learn VoiceOver gestures to navigate across your device. Double tap the Continue button to go to the next collection. Previous Continue. Home gesture. Use the home gesture to unlock your iPhone, or to go to the home screen when your phone is unlocked. Practice the home gesture now without leaving the tutorial. Slide one finger up from the bottom edge of the screen and lift it when you feel one vibration. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Continue. App switcher. The cycle between apps without going to the home screen. Use the app switcher gesture. Then swipe left or right until the app you want is selected. Then double tap to switch to it. Practice the app switcher gesture now without leaving the tutorial. Slide one finger up from the bottom edge of the screen and lift it when you feel two vibrations. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Continue. Control Center. Control Center gives you quick access to the things you do most. You can use Control Center to quickly take a picture, turn on Wi-Fi, and more. Practice the gesture to open it here. Slide one finger down from the top edge of the screen and lift it after you feel one vibration. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Continue. Notification Center. Notification Center shows your notifications history, allowing you to scroll back to what you've missed. Practice the gesture to open it here. Slide one finger down from the top edge of the screen and lift it after you feel two vibrations. Lift for Notification Center. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Screen recording. Actions available. Slide 1. Continue. The two-finger scrub or escape gesture. The two-finger scrub or escape gesture dismisses an alert or returns to the previous screen. Use it to dismiss Control Center. For example, practice it now. Quickly swipe two fingers back and forth and back again. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Continue. Screen curtain. The screen curtain gesture turns the display black as if it's turned off, but the screen contents are still active. You may want to use this for privacy reasons. You'll now practice turning the screen curtain on and off. Triple tap with 3 fingers to turn on screen curtain. Screen curtain on. Step completed. Now, triple tap with 3 fingers again to turn off screen curtain. Screen curtain off. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Triple tap with 3 fingers again to turn off. Continue. Navigate your iPhone completed. You've learned several voiceover gestures to navigate across your iPhone. In the next collection, you'll learn to use the VoiceOver Rotor, a tool which enables voiceover customization and efficient navigation. Double tap the Continue button to go to the next collection. Previous. The rotor. The rotor is a bidirectional wheel you can use to control voiceover. Some items, like speaking rate, are quickly available using the rotor. You can also enable different navigation and input methods, and customize the rotor. To use the rotor, you'll rotate 2 fingers as if you're turning a dial. Practice the gesture to select a rotor item. Place 2 fingers on the screen and rotate them clockwise or counterclockwise. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Continue. Practice the rotor gestures. Once you've selected a rotor item, you'll swipe up or down to navigate by items or options within the current rotor item. Practice these gestures now. Perform the rotor gesture. Step completed. Now, swipe down with 1 finger. This moves voiceover to the next rotor item. Step completed. Now, swipe up with 1 finger. This moves voiceover to the previous rotor item. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Swipe down, swipe, retry, continue. Practice using the rotor. Now that you know all of the gestures to use the rotor, try using them in a practice section to navigate a sentence by word. Swipe right to move to the practice area. Practice. Here is some text. Navigate it word by word with the rotor. Step completed. Now, perform the rotor gesture. Step completed. Now, repeat until you hear words. Step completed. Now, swipe down and hear each word. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Retry. Continue. You've completed the voiceover rotor collection. You learned and practiced the voiceover rotor, an essential tool for voiceover navigation. Next, you'll learn more voiceover interaction gestures. Double tap the continue button to go to the next collection. Previous lesson. Continue. Open an item's action menu. Some items have actions available beyond the activate action. For example, on a notification, you can open it, clear it, or open its options menu. If an item has actions available, VoiceOver will announce that when you select it, you'll swipe up or down to cycle through the actions, and then double tap to perform the one you selected. Swipe right to move to the practice area. Practice. Play sounds. Button. Actions available. Step completed. Now, swipe down with 1 finger. Sound 1. Step completed. Now, double tap to activate the action and hear the first sound. Step completed. Now, swipe down again to cycle to the second sound and activate it to hear it. Sound 2. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Continue. The long press gesture. The long press gesture often reveals additional actions you can perform on an item, like message reactions or a contextual menu. To use long press with VoiceOver, triple tap the screen with 1 finger. Swipe right to move to the practice area. Practice. Like this message if you're enjoying learning VoiceOver. Step completed. Now, triple tap the screen with 1 finger. Step completed. Now, swipe to navigate through the menu, then double tap to activate one of the menu items. Like button. Like button. Like screen recording. Dismiss context menu. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Practice. Continue. Stop or start the current action with the magic tap. If media is playing, use the magic tap gesture to pause or play, regardless of the current app. Some apps also customize this gesture to activate the main control. For example, the capture button in camera, and the call or hang up button on phone. Practice it now. Continue. Button. Practice. Start sound. Button. Practice. Double tap the buttons normal to hear the start sound. Practice. Continue. Step completed. Now, double tap with 2 fingers to hear the stop sound. Advanced voiceover command completed. You'll learn more gestures for interacting with voiceover items. Continue on to the next collection to learn how to type with voiceover. Double tap the continue button to go to the next collection. Keyboard typing styles. There are 3 styles to type with voiceover. These are standard typing, touch typing, and direct touch typing. You will choose one here, but you can change it in settings at any time. Swipe right to hear detailed descriptions of each style and select which one you prefer before practicing typing on the next page. Type selected. Standard typing for this style. You'll use standard navigation and activation gestures to move between and type keys. Button. Touch typing for this style. You'll drag one finger across the keyboard and lift your finger to type the letter you hear. Button. Direct touch typing for this style. You'll type as a sighted user would with voiceover gestures disabled on the keyboard. Button. Touch typing for this style. Selected. Continue. Keyboard typing. Now practice using voiceover to type in the text field. Go back to the previous page if you want to select a different typing style. Swipe right to move to the practice area. Practice. Type here. Text field. Step completed. Now, double tap with one finger to show the keyboard. Step completed. Now, tap or drag your finger to the bottom half of the screen to select the keys. Then try typing a letter. Tap or drag your practice. Text. Continue. Romeo. Tango. Golf. Step completed. Now, keep typing a message and press the return key when you're finished. Tango. Foxtrot. Tango. Us. Delete. Not. Space. Return. Step completed. You've completed all of the steps on this page. Double tap or drag your finger. Keep typing. Practice. Preview. Continue. You've completed the voiceover text entry collection. You tried typing with voiceover with at least one of the typing styles. Continue on to the last collection to learn how to access more resources for using voiceover. Double tap the continue button to go to the next collection. Continue. Speech and output settings. Heading level 1. Change the speaking rate, voice, and verbosity. Set braille input and output. Command settings. Heading collections. Voiceover. Done. Voiceover settings. You can customize your voiceover experience and learn what's new in voiceover in the settings app by going to accessibility and then voiceover. Speech and output settings. Heading Level 1. Change the speaking rate, voice, and verbosity. Set Braille input and output. Command settings. Choose any gesture for any command. Add or remove rotor items. And customize typing. Quick settings. Heading Level 1. Access specific voiceover settings at any time by quadruple tapping with 2 fingers. Continue. Voiceover details. Heading Level 1. Find more detailed descriptions of gestures, how to use Braille displays with VoiceOver, and explanations of all of the VoiceOver settings. iOS information. Heading Level. The user guide also has detailed information about many features across iOS beyond VoiceOver. How to open it. Heading Level 1. The user guide is available on the web or in the Tips app under User Guides. The user guide is available on the web or in the Tips app under User Guides. Previous lesson. Continue. You have completed the voice. Go to Collections page. Completed. 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 Activate to dismiss collections. Voice. Done. You have completed the VoiceOver tutorial. Congratulations! Go back to the Collections page to review earlier lessons or activate the Done button to leave the tutorial. Done. VoiceOver. Heading. VoiceOver. VoiceOver tutorial. VoiceOver practice. VoiceOver practice. Heading. Done. Practice VoiceOver gestures, commands, and typing in this area. Select the Done button in the top right corner and double tap to exit. 1 finger swipe right. Move to next item. 1 finger swipe left. Move to previous item. 2 finger swipe up. Read all from top. 2 finger swipe down. Read all from current item. 1 finger